So welcome everyone to the Power Half Hour, and today we have a very special guest, my partner in crime, with the Align Group, List More, Close More. Today we have Axel Ziba here talking about why the Align Group, what the Align Group really does, introducing our values, and really explaining from Axel's point of view how we can help top producers produce even more, and just why us? Why do we do this, and why do we even run a team? And for you yourself as a top producer, why team? If you should do a team or if you should not do a team, we'll all answer these questions in today's session. So welcome, Axel Ziba. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it, and I was looking forward for this opportunity. We picked about 15 top frequently asked questions from people that we interviewed, the question that they had. So we wanted to make this public for anybody that these questions may be their questions as well, and we can address that. So let's just jump in right to it. Of course, I've been working with John. Just a little background about who I am for the people that they don't know me. I work with John. I work with the Align Group, and of course, I'm his partner at the List More, Close More system. And we've known each other for a very, very long time prior to pandemic. We got to know each other, and we've been collaborating, and then now we're partners. And I am blessed to be working beside such influence and a celebrity figure of the agents out there that is not only the name, but also in part of giving. So thank you for having me and blessing my life with you being in it. Really appreciate it. Let's just jump right into it, John.
Thank you, and I'm grateful for you, Axel, to really be partnered with me here. We rebranded the team about two and a half years ago, and it's been going great, and we're growing. And a lot of questions that we get asked on a consistent basis, we're going to answer them here. So here we go. All right. So Axel, before we explain the Align Group, let's go back a little bit. You're already successful as a top producer yourself. What do you see as not working for most people and that they never see from the outside?
Even when I was, let's talk about me a little bit, and the reason I actually joined the team, and that maybe resonates with many other people out there. Even when I was closing deals and hitting milestone that I had in mind, I knew I was building a job, not a business. John, what people don't see is the emotional tax of high performance in the wrong direction. Where your dream of leadership turns to a limited number of deals and eventually you forget your vision, then you become reactive, not proactive. You can succeed in that, but you're not gonna outgrow it. And that's exactly what happened to me. I wanted more. And by more, not greed. I wanted more of life. And I wanted the end game to be more beneficial for me. I wanted multiple sources of revenue in a way that even if I'm not in existence, and that's a big word to say, then admitted my wife could benefit from that revenue continuously. And that's where I joined the EXP, and that was my understanding what EXP offers. And it has. Super grateful for being part of it. Now the next level, of course, getting to know the Align Group, that's where I saw the leadership. That's where I saw the proactive base of the business. That's where I saw my dreams are coming into existence. And that was my reason. I hope that will be yours too.
Yeah, exactly. So you're really coming in here not to just be an agent, and you can do that too, but at the very least, you're going to become a more productive agent, and we're going to help you build a business within the business. So that's what we're all about. And if you're a top producer right now, stuck in that 10 to 20 deal range, you want to scale your business, but you don't want to actually incur more costs. We need to talk. So Axel, at what point did you realize that your previous situation, or you were running a brokerage, wasn't built to take you to the next level and only keep you at that current level or that previous level that you were at? At what point did you realize that?
It was when I started asking better questions. We always should ask ourselves questions of where we want to go in life. And where is the roadmap for leadership? That was the first question that I asked. Okay, you know what? I'm the broker owner. I got what I want. And the only things that was coming to me if I wanted to grow into that leadership, into gaining my dream of and the vision that I had, the answer that I was keep getting, it was, you need to do more. just do more. And doing more without leverage is truly a trap. And that's where it clicked. Most brokerages are built to support production, not elevation. And I work with and work for many brokerages out there and experienced it firsthand. I didn't need more tools. I needed more operating system that is supportive into the leadership. And that's where it clicked. That was for my answer.
So basically more systems to help you move faster, not just throwing you more resources, but actually helping you implement more systems so you can do the same input, more output, or more input and way more output. So
Exactly.
which leads me to my next question is, let's define this clearly for top producers that are watching out there right now. What is the difference between simply producing more deals versus scaling a business?
That you just read my mind. That is exactly what I meant. Producing more deals versus scaling business. Now, producing more deals is working harder, and nothing wrong with that. But it gets you a limited base. At one point, you're gonna get exhausted, you're gonna get overwhelmed, and practically you get stuck in that. Scaling a business, on the other hand, is building a system that runs on leadership, people, process, and technology. Of course, in today's day and age, technology is part of that leg right now. That's freedom, and that's the difference between producing more deals and a scaling business. I hope it made sense in here.
Creating a little bit more leverage and freedom so that you can focus on truly what's important. Guys, it's going out there and actually building relationships, talking to clients, but we take care of everything else, all the resources, all the systems on the back end to have you run. So Hill joined us about, I would say 2 years ago now. He's been the top producer for our company. And, he came in doing about 17 transactions. And, last year he did 27. And to date, guys, he's doing to date, and it's November the 10th, 32 transactions so far, right, Axel?
Yeah, that's absolutely. And we talked about right up until the month of October is at the 32. And that's tremendous for a market that is defined in this way. He's excelling more and more on a daily basis.
So I'll ask you this way then. How did you and I and the whole team get him to break through that plateau of 20 deals a year to get him now to 32? And why do people get stuck in that 15 to, max 20?
The level that you are trying to produce as much as possible, you may be on a hamster wheel, and practically hustle stops when being an answer in that way. You run out of time, energy, and you practically marginate yourself in a way. You become the bottleneck without leverage. Now, at the Align Group, of course, what is giving, and that's pretty much it's given. It's the admin system, marketing, lead flow. I can go about maybe 100 or more of these pointers that it gives the agents what they need, not to hit the plateau, but go above and beyond of what it needs to be in their business. And that's where most agents, they feel that, oh my God, I'm running, I'm working, but I'm not leveraging more deals and I'm stuck at 60. What do I go above that? Then I'm gonna be completely exhausted. You don't need to be if you are in the right group of people. We've got you. And that's exactly what we feel through our high producers right now.
Yeah, so why do you believe that environment is actually more important than maximum amount of effort at these higher levels? Because, Sohail is a prime example of he could do it on his own. Why did he join?
That's interesting. He wanted to create his own team. So let's talk about leadership. And he wanted to be a leader. And one thing that we do provide at the Align Group is providing the leader within leaders. And that's exactly what he wanted to achieve without constraining his time, but he wanted to make money on real estate, but at the same time, he wanted to lead people and be a mentor. That was a perfect opportunity for him. So he take on, not only he's doing more deals, those people that he's mentoring, they are practically his apprentice into helping him into do more deals. So he has way more into showing agents, into open houses, into leveraging his business through the team members. Not only they benefit from him, but also he benefits by just expansion.
It's really a win-win situation for Sohail. And he's definitely he's going to be more than doubling his transaction count versus pre-joining the team.
Oh, 100%.
So
in triple to be exact. Yes.
Triple. Triple.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So for someone new to all this, I want to have you explain to me the difference between EXP Realty as the platform and then the Align Group as the accelerator on that.
The word accelerated is the good word to use because EXP is a complete brokerage. And I never forget a day that I joined. And I remember that call that I made to you. When I looked into the back end, and that was almost 3 years ago, John. If you remember that call, I was super excited, like a kid in a candy store. And I'm looking at all the resources, all the tools, all the technology that he had to offer. And I'm a geek. I'm sold on technology right away. 3 years ago, I was fascinated by the amount of tools and systems that EXP offers in order to accelerate my business. Now, 3 years after, just imagine where we have come from 3 years ago and the technology has been, and EXP on top of technology just give you everything, anything you want to be successful. Now that's the brokerage, that's the flag, that's something that you get to carry your license, and also it's going to support you with 6 or 7 managing brokers that we have. I bow to all those people as managing brokers. They work extremely hard with their background and support. Oh my God, they are, each one of them, they have 30 to 40 years of experience in this business, well respected. And Jake Simmons recently won the best brokerage award or broker award.
Congrats,
so thanks
Jake.
to them.
Yeah.
For scaling the EXP, specifically in BC that we are, it's very, very important. Now, the Align Group, you hit the point right there, is an accelerator. We always say, I remember the first meeting I had with Glenn Sanford through you, and I'm grateful for that meeting. I asked Glenn, why EXP? And he mentioned collaboration. That's a big word. I never forget my first experience. I'm not going to say the brokers that I was with. I knocked on somebody's office door, top performer, great agent. He just took a beautiful, sexy listing right there. And I wanted to know where he got that. And he opened the door and I said, hey, listen, I really want to know, how did you get that listing? Literally, that's what he did. He said, Axel, if I tell you, you become my competition. It didn't insult me. It actually put fire in me to find out for myself. But one thing we have in EXP is that we're never gonna do this. We're actually gonna do that. Come on, take it. We got everything and anything you need.
Not
and
flashy
that's EXP.
people, but yes.
But
There
one
it
thing
is.
that the Align Group comes to power, it's the acceleration and extreme collaboration. Agents helping other agents. And that's the, sometimes I feel emotional because a question comes into our chat about anything and everything. It's real estate related, whether a question about a deal, whether a question about certain foreclosure, or how do I deal with probate, or many different topics. The amount of the conversation and education that goes into that chat for the next half an hour, if you take a screenshot of it, somebody can be completely skilled and educated on that topic. I never forget it, Masood, one of our team members, we asked him why the Align Group. And he said, well, I don't need to participate in any other external training because every day, every minute at the Align Group chat, if you just read it and do a screenshot, you have enough to learn than any other books out there about real estate. That really resonated with me, that the amount of the support that the agents do for each other. And that's where the Align Group comes into power. Now, of course, in addition to any other tools and system that EXP offers, at the Align Group, we have tremendous amount of tools and systems that we created. I want to give this a story. Again, many of you guys know that I come from hospitality background, running hotels, restaurants. And back in the days, after working for hotels and restaurants, I went into entrepreneurship and I wanted to do audit for helping mama papa businesses. Before we started doing that business, we wanted to test it out whether it's going to work for us. We opened a cafe in Southern California, in San Diego. And it was a space. We got the equipment. Did we have a menu? Did we order any food? No. So I had 3 of my staff. They wore chef clothing, chef attire. I'm standing right at the front myself, grand opening. We opened the door. We had a blank menu right behind us. Nothing on it. People coming in, they looked around. Okay, it looks like a cafe. It has all the equipments. Can I have the menu? I go, what would you like to have? Say, was wondering if you guys serve brisket sandwich? I go, now we do. Brisket sandwich. What's your name? My name is Joe. Joe's brisket sandwich. Come tomorrow, we have that. That little act right there that we built that cafe based on people's desire, that is exactly what we did with the Align Group. If you remember, at the beginning, we had the structure, we had the foundation, and then we start building a plane that it was super simple, like my seaplane that I traveled and almost crashed. we were flying this plane as we were building it, based on agents' requirement, based on agents' needs. And that is exactly what the Align Group became creation. It was the desire of every agent, everything they needed in order to excel. So we are the Accelerator.
Yeah, there we go. So basically, putting it all together is the fact that we are listening always for feedback, and we're listening to what the market really is needing right now, and that's exactly what we provide to the agents to help them, navigate through these uncharted waters or very rocky waters for the last 3 years. So, rolling that into this next question here, what exactly is the Align Group designed to solve that traditional real estate brokerages really don't?
Oh, okay. So I thought it was just a solving situation. We're not solving anything. We're excelling what people really want. So one thing that we always do when an agent comes into us, they come in, they have the onboarding session with me or with yourself, or many of the leaders within the team itself. One thing that we're trying to discover first is that what that agent wants to achieve. So it's a very enhanced meeting. It's a good one-on-one session in a way of dissecting exactly what they want to achieve, where they want to go, who's their audience, what's their market, and based on that, we start building it upon. So for every agent, it could be different. For a top producer in a certain location, it may be way different strategy than another agent in another area. We build the marketing based on what they want to do. But to answer your question in terms of what is it that we solve in terms of traditional brokerages, we solve the lonely producer problem, I think. That's a better way of saying it. Most brokerages give you a desk and a brand, right? And that's their brand. We give you a blueprint. And based on that conversation, that one-on-one conversation that we're gonna have with them, is they're gonna get a clear path from a solo agent to a business ownership. That's what it's all about, the entrepreneurship, a business ownership, a pride of running a business. Not many seeing it that way. They just see it as another job, another business. And that's why they get stuck in there. We're not pushing them for a comfort level. We're pushing them to solve this as a mindset of being an entrepreneur. And that's where the Align Group stands in terms of scaling.
Got you. Really, again, it's getting you guys to scale without doing any more hard work, to making it easier for you guys to really go to the next level of production and creating a community around you that will help you, not to compete against you. Okay. So let's just say this, and a typical agent that comes into our group, if they actually plug into the system and do what is required and take advantage of all the resources, what does the growth look like if they actually plug in?
If they actually plug in, and most of them they do. I hate the word if, because most of them they do, and that's where the Align Group stands, where we are today, and that's a proof. It's inevitable that they become what they want to be. And growth becomes inevitable as well. You're no longer guessing. We built everything from business planning, social media framework, conversation scripts, role play rooms, high note sellers and buyer, you name it, the flows, the daily lead gen and follow-up systems and anything else. And if you plug into every single aspect of this, then that means you have completed the four-legged of your business foundation. And that's where the Align Group comes in. Simple.
Amazing. Okay. And so they plug in, we give you the pillars, we give you the resources, and we help you, teach you how to fish instead of just giving you fish. And if you, when you do plug in, not if, when you do plug in, you're going to become productive. So Axel, tell me this, what did you personally start to achieve only after stepping into the group and that you couldn't have achieved alone?
Oh, that's emotional if I want to answer that. Real estate is a lonely business, let's be real. And as I said at the beginning, my goal, I didn't want to just be an agent anymore. I wanted that leadership. I wanted that vision. And thanks to you providing that, and thanks to EXP giving us that dream coming true. But through Align Group, we have scaled the team. mentored leaders and build a platform where others can win with us. You know the feeling that I got when that agent told me, you become my competitor. When I help others and when you are helping others, when you are leading them toward getting that success that they want, that transaction they're going to have, and you're part of that transaction, guiding them through of the negotiation, many things behind the scene that goes into power. And when they get it, not only it gives you that emotional feeling, yes, we did it, we won this together, and that's the satisfaction I wanted from this, and I got that. It just
amazing.
It's super good.
Yeah, I mean, we'll take a deep dive on your journey, but we were able to give you exactly what you wanted, the structure that you wanted, and really to, not be alone and to be in proximity with people like-minded who want to go to the next level and giving everybody a chance to win, to scale, to profit together. Okay. So
Absolutely.
Really, let's go into the nitty gritty of it, right? A lot of top producers come in and they ask, what, obviously I can bring a lot to the table, but what do I get? To get mentorship, proximity to us, systems, accountability. What are some hard assets that you can share with us here that the top producers get when they join us?
Well, a hard asset is the key. Plug and play marketing. And as I said, if I want to name every tool, it's going to take us pretty much half an hour. And one of the things is pre-built system, world-class coaching, contract reviews. They're going to have me there 24/7 with them in terms of guiding through the contracts and paperwork, which most of the people hate to do, and I'm there to make it simplify for you. Or full-time admin, taking care of all this conveyancing and all the phone calls that they don't want to do. Accountability chat room. Oh my God, that's big. Accountability is something that it's missing from many people's life. And most top producers I always compare them to top athletes. The top basketball players. Every single one of them, they have an accountability partner. They keep themselves and each other accountable. Now, access to seven-figure playbook. That's what we have. It's a roadmap to seven-figure playbook. You may have made the six-figure, but we're going to give you the playbook, how to get to the next level, as we did for Sohail. And Sohail comes to my mind because it's an easy example, but we have many of that in our team. You get coaching for you and for the business you're building. And that, coaching nowadays, it comes into a simple word. But coaching is something that many people take for granted. It's a daily progress together. And that's what we give you. We spend time with you, as a matter of fact. It's not once a week call, or once a month, hello. No, we're there. We're here to serve you. And you're no longer on your own. And remember, that is something that everybody, again, forgets. I remember an example you made one day in your session. You said, if you have 5 millionaires as a friend, trust me, in 1 month, you become, at the end of the year, you certainly become a millionaire. And if you have people that they are in debt as a circle around you, then the debt becomes so easy for you to understand. So you will become like them. The surrounding that we have and the proximity to us and gaining from that momentum that they're building is just phenomenal.
Yeah, absolutely. I think proximity is power. Once again, if you're hanging out with people who are looking to go to the next level, who are collaborative, who are energetic, if that's someone who you are, you want to get around people just like you.
Yeah.
Why do you think top producers secretly feel alone? They don't ever talk about it, right? But even when they're looking like they're winning in a big way, but I think they're, for me, I definitely was feeling alone. And I was like dog eat dog, nobody was there to help me. I had to pay for my coaching and whatnot. So, why do you think they secretly feel alone, even though they look like they're winning?
It is, well, in general, real estate, if you're a solo agent, it is a lonely business, that's for sure. But feeling alone, that's different just being a singled out person. Everyone assumes you got it figured out. The truth is, the more you win, the less support you're going to get. And that's exactly the way. One thing I noticed, we talked about this scaling versus producing more. When you're at a level of overwhelmed and you're stuck at 30, 40, 50 deals that you want to do and you can't really physically do anymore, you get overwhelmed. I don't want to bad name anything, but the other brokerages, they actually reward that because they want to get that transaction from you. They're not there to scale your business to the next level, and that's where EXP comes in, to scale your business to the next level. That's where the Align Group comes in to support you in order for
Right.
you to get to the next level. You're carrying your team, your clients, your family, and you're running out of runway practically. What we do is to put you in a room where others carry things with you. And that itself, as a back in your mind, it gives you that power of achievements.
I love that. I love that. That's exactly what you get coming to the Align Group, guys. And how does the Align Group give top producers leverage, right? So they're not the bottleneck of their own business anymore.
There are many ways, of course, as I said. So when we sit down with, as an onboarding with them and understanding exactly where they want to head there with their business and do extreme business planning with them, through our strategic approach, we identify what only you should be doing as an agent and systematically delegating the rest of it. One thing, again, these are coming in from your coaching side, the 4D, and practically one of them is to dump, the drop, or get rid of the things that is not working for you. And in our daily accountabilities, in our daily reporting that we have in our chat, we want people to drop things that's not working for them and concentrate only on the things that it's practically giving them the ROI. And that's what everybody wants. That includes practically onboarding showing agents. And many top producers out there, they're wasting time. I'm not going to say waste time. Waste is the wrong word to say. They can leverage their time much better than going out there and practically do their showing where another agent that they have trusted and it's working with them, they can do the same and they can do prospecting for more. Transaction coordinator as or admins that are taking care of these things for them, or marketing automation. We have tremendous amount of support when it comes to marketing system and technology under the Align Group that we can guide them through making more revenue. And the biggest thing, in addition to that, that is one of the biggest reasons I joined the EXP. It was revenue share. And through the team, we all know when there is a reputation on a brand and people see a team that is killing it out there, they want to be part of that wheel that is going fast and perfectly it's aligned. And practically what we do is to even share that optimism with them and opening the gateway and helping them with attraction. And that is something that we do fully support every single agent, whether high producers or they're just opening and joining us just recently.
So very simply, we provide you with admin, so you're no longer in your paperwork. You can save hours and hours and hours per week. I would say that that's one of the biggest reasons why Sohail was able to go from 17 transactions before joining us to 27, now 32. Probably will hit 40 by the end of the year. Guys,
Yeah, 100%.
absolutely crazy. And giving you showing agents whenever you're not available to do the showing, we equip you with that and helping you build a team under a team where you can create residual income for yourself, and we'll fully support you in that. So guys, really think about what I just said and what we can do for Sohail. So guys, I would say stay tuned because I'm going to, this video here just gave me an idea. We need to interview Sohail and have him share with us exactly how we've been able to help him down to the nitty gritty. So a lot of agents out there right now, I would say, if they're doing okay, if they're doing 10 transactions this year in 2025 in Vancouver, they're like, you know what, we're pretty good, but comfortable. But knowing that comfort actually costing them the future, what would you say to those agents who are comfortable and complacent?
To me, this is very interesting. This morning, without me even knowing what you're going to be asking me, I posted something as a daily real estate wisdom that what we do at our team. And in there, I talked about the comfort. Comfort is the most expensive addiction in real estate. And one thing I put that in there, and actually it's a quote from somebody. It says, comfort is the enemy of momentum. And that's what practically many of us, we miscalculate right there in our lives, in our daily business as a real estate agent. It costs us time, it costs us scaling, it costs us freedom, it costs us a legacy. That's what we want to make. We all want to make a legacy for our business. You work all this time, you work so hard, you work hours and hours, and you need to build that legacy. And by just being comfortable at the level that you are, you're killing that legacy right there. It tells you to stay small. That's what the comfort is. And even when you are capable of doing more. One thing I know, we never push comfort. We challenge vision. And that's big, because when you wake up to what's really possible, comfort will never be enough for you
Wow.
again. I promise you that.
Oh, thank you for that. So, guys, comfort is the killer of momentum. And if you're comfortable, you're not growing. If you're not growing, you're dying. And the aggressive pursuit of comfort is the quickest way to mortality. So, guys, if you want to get uncomfortable but become very productive, profitable, reach out to us. So, what do you say, Axel, to the high level agents that are considering us and looking at this video right now that, EXP's maybe for newer agents or the Align Group's mainly for newer agents? What would you say to that?
Well, they haven't met us. That's the first response I have to give to them. But I'm going to give them the same feeling, and I agree with them in a way that I had the same mentality about EXP when I wanted to join it, until the time that when I plugged into the numbers in the back end and I started knowing the agents at EXP, we have this brand or a level that you have to achieve in order to become an icon agent. Now, with becoming an icon agent, you have to have 25 minimum, depending on the region and the dollar, of course. It's average of 25 transactions to get there. And we all know, based on the NAR, or National Association of Realtor, they claim that the average agent does maybe 4 transactions, and that's sufficient for them. So doing 25 transactions, is that an entry level? I don't think so. And that's where I understood, my God, there's overwhelmingly amount of agents in EXP that they actually achieve icon level. And that's where I thought right away, and I felt comfortable knowing that I'm among those agents that they are producing, so I can learn quite a bit from them. In regards to the Align Group, and remember, there's nothing wrong with having brand new agents join in, whether your brokerage or the team. Yes, new agents can succeed here, but one thing that we are building right now is for builders, is for scalers, for leaders, and EXP is the platform to be. And I promise, EXP is not going to be for everyone, but if you are that, you have the vision of leadership, if you have the vision to scale, then EXP is for you. Now the next level, remember, the Align Group is the accelerator of that. If you want to get to the next level from where you are, we got you.
That's right. That's right. I mean, brand new agents who join us, we're going to give them a mentor, a one-on-one mentor, on top of myself and Axel, who's going to support you 24/7. You have an assigned mentor as a newer agent. And of course, if you're a higher level agent and you want to build a team under a team, we give you the opportunity through you being a mentor. So, reach out to us if you want more information on that. So, Axel, to wrap it all up, why is the Align Group the place where top producers can transform from agents into leaders of leaders?
I think at this point, we still putting a lot of effort into adding more value to the team on a daily basis. You and I and other leaders within the team, we always meet up, we brainstorm about what we need to do better in order to stand at the number 1% of the performance. But at the same time, what we need to do provide in order to serve the agents better too. So we're always learning from the whole process, the change of the market and many other things. But we create opportunities where they haven't yet considered and didn't even know about it and didn't know it even existed. Because we don't just teach them to sell. It's not the only thing that we do. We show you how to scale. And remember the difference between producing and scaling. That is different. We're here to mentor. And the mentorship that John just mentioned, yes, you get John, myself, we're always going to be there to guide you through every aspect of the business on a daily basis with each person out there. But one thing that specifically works for brand new agents, theoretical trainings. It's something that you sit over Zoom or you go to a classroom, similar to you go to school. You learn it right away, but the action of it, the do of it, it's something that comes with power. And right away, we put the entire agents that come into our team and they need that mentor, they need that leader to have the boot on the ground. They actually go ahead and do that with them, to go on the listing presentation with them, to go on those showing, serving the clients as supposed to be. And that's where the leaders become leaders right there, to do exactly what the leaders do. And that's what? Leading. So welcome to the Align Group. That's what it is about.
There you go. Well, to wrap it all up, guys, this is where agents become leaders and where newer agents really learn how to sell. And we can transform you into a partner into the Align Group, where we can help you scale, help you take advantage of all the resources that EXP has to offer, the equity, the revenue share, the resources, the CRM, everything. Guys, follow this channel, subscribe if you haven't, like, follow, share. And the upcoming video, now I know exactly what to talk about, is you and I need to get together again, Axel, and go through the hard assets one
Just
by
do it.
one.
Yes.
So nitty gritty, they
Yeah.
know exactly what to expect. All right. And
Yeah,
then we're going to
and
interview Sohail Farahman as well. So
of course, I want
Axel,
to put this
last
out there.
insight.
Just a quick note out there. I want to put this out there. Of course, we have that, and as any other businesses, what John and I we have created, we have a mission statement. We have core values. We came up with a core values through the Align Group team members' goals and their visions. And practically, that is something that's going to resonate with every person out there. If you want to know our tools and system that we have already in place, of course, we're going to go through it in a podcast, and we're going to go one by one, and we're going to display that. But if you want it now as a link, just let us know. We'll send it over for you.
Perfect. Well, Axel, I want to thank you for all that you do on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, on a yearly basis. You are 24/7. We love you. We can't live without you. You're a crucial part of everything that we do. EXP is grateful and honored to have you partner with us, and I am honored to call you my partner in crime. Axel, thank you for today.
No, thank you for having me. Really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone.
Stay tuned for the next episode. See you guys.